So how does Reiki actually create the outcomes that we desire? Is it some magical, mystical thing that only special people can access? Well, for me, it's not. Reiki, which is essentially the word Rei, which is universal, and Ki, which is life force energy, put together, so it's universal life force energy. Reiki is effectively one of many energy healing modalities that teach us to go within and to use certain signs and symbols that direct us back to love, that direct us back to our source, to our universal life force energy. Now, if you haven't seen my video about what is universal life force energy in a nutshell, then I'll leave a link to the video in the description of this one, so that way you can kind of get up to the context of what I'm about to explain. When a Reiki healer does a Reiki session for someone, including themselves, what they are doing, in essence, in a simplified explanation, is taking their focus off of the movie screen in front of them. They're not paying attention to the projector that's putting that movie on the screen. They're putting their attention and focus within them. And what they're doing is they're going back to that infinite potential, that void, that space around us, which is the universal life force energy. They're going back to the core. When you're still and you don't have all of those influences around you, we collapse back into pure potential. And when a Reiki healer is in that state, and they use the techniques that they're taught that focus in on healing and love and forgiveness and moving forward in abundance of health, wealth, and happiness, then what we do is we rewrite the script. We help try and put new pictures onto the screen in front of us. Because what we're doing in life is essentially just all following our own script. And at any moment, we may interact with someone and we see their script for a little bit, and then we see someone else's script for a little bit. This is where space clearing comes in helpful, because you need to learn how to be able to know where that's someone else's script and that's not my script. This is my script. This is not the story of my life. That's also something where energetic protection is really important, for you to be able to identify the sources of energy around you, so that way you realize, okay, there's all these people in the world and they're all projecting their life in front of them, around them. They're feeling these emotions, and I need to learn and understand that whilst we're all connected, we're all integrally connected. I can still use my free will. I can still use my intentions to weave the tapestry of the life I am meant to live. Now, I know that was a bit of a long explanation for Reiki. There's a lot of different ones out there, but in sum, Reiki is about reconnecting to that source, to our universal life force energy, opening up the potential, and then infusing that blank slate with what we desire for our greatest and highest good. I hope that was helpful for you, sweet friend. Big love always.